Good morning, friends. The National Human Rights Commission directed the government of Assam or state of Assam to pay a compensation of rupees 1 lakh to the victim of mob attack. To the victim of mob attack, his name is Shaukat Ali. He was thrashed by a group of people. Right? So this is the issue. Right? You may be knowing in Assam, in the state of Assam, beef is commonly available, and of course, consumption of beef is not illegal. Only thing is, the medical officer has to certify that the so-called animal is above 14 years, and with the due process only, it has to be cut, and then only the beef has to be consumed or beef has to be sold. The rules are like that. Of course, we know how the rules are being flouted and how we don't care the rules. This is all the routine process. Now, let us go to a district called as Bishwanath district in Assam state. This is called Bishwanath district. In that, an area called as Chairali is there. There, every week, the weekly so-called market will be held, just like our Shandis or Santalu. So weekly market will be there on that particular day. Many people are for the neighboring areas. They will come and take away whatever they want, like whatever, vegetable, non-vegetarian, all these things they are available. Right? So many people will come to the weekly market. To this Bishwanath Chairali weekly market. Normally, there will be a contractor to run the market. Right? So that contractor allowed certain people to install certain shops and sell away their things. So Mr. Shaukat Ali, who is aged about 48 years of Chairali village, so he has started a tea bunk in the market. He has whenever people come, definitely they will be fond of consuming some tea, taking tea. So he has started the tea stall. But besides that, as a side business, he was selling the called beef. And this has come to the notice of the certain people. Of course, normally those people certain people immediately on 7/4/2019. This happened almost 1.5 years back. So a group of people led by a Bharatiya Janata Party local leader, they came and they caught hold of the so-called Shaukat Ali, bet him black and blue. Right? And why? Because he was selling the so-called beef. Right? And they have forced him to eat pork. You may be knowing, sentimentally, Muslims, they don't eat pork. So they made him eat pork. And they also, when the contractor came to the rescue of this Shaukat Ali, they also bet him, actually, literally thrashed him, because he allowed this man to erect the tea stall and start the side business of selling the so-called beef. So you may be knowing so many incidents, cow selling, that is slaughtering of cows, selling of beef, all these things in North India. Of course, particularly in UP, it was totally banned. Of course, this is in Assam. Please remember the state of Assam. Right. So this incident has gone sensational in the state, and on 12/4/2019, the leader of opposition and also MLA, Sri Debabrata Saikia of Congress party, he raised the issue in the assembly also. Of course, it's a small assembly consisting of about 126 members, but of course no action was taken. But sumoto, when it has come to the notice of the National Human Rights Commission, they have taken sumoto issue. So according to section 12, they are empowered to conduct an inquiry. Either on the complaint given by somebody or sumoto. So definitely, according to section 12, the NHRC is empowered. Now you may be knowing the procedure. Normally they follow the procedure under section 17. What is that procedure? According to section 17 of the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993, they will give a notice to the government concerned, to the concerned government, and call for a report within a stipulated time. right? Likewise, the NHRC, they have given a show cause notice to the Chief Secretary of Assam State as well as to the Director General of Police, Assam State, to actually to give the report of action taken. In this connection, I have forgotten to tell you one thing. When the people, the mob, they have attacked the Shaukat Ali, so in the market there are about 4 to 5 constables, and these constables, they did not chide away, they did not disperse the unruly mob, but they stood like mute spectators. It is definitely gross negligence on the part of the constabulary police department not to disperse the people, not to maintain the law and order. Definitely it is a violation. So please remember, according to section 12 of the Protection of Human Rights Act, the NHRC can inquire into the matter of violation of rights and the failure on the part of a public servant to protect the human rights also. It is a failure on the part of the police. So therefore, they have given a notice to the Director General of Police, Assam also, and as to what action was taken by against the erring police constables who stood as mute spectators and who did not come to the rescue of Shaukat Ali, right? So they have given time frame of 2 months. 2 months you have to get back about the action taken report, but neither the Chief Secretary nor the DGP responded to the show cause notice of the National Human Rights Commission. So you may be knowing the continuation of section 17. Yes, they can conduct the inquiry. So according to the CPC, Civil Procedure Code, that is summoning and taking evidence of witnesses by oath and sending commissions, disclosure or inspection of the documents, all these things you know very well. So they have conducted the inquiry. Their inquiry, the commission's inquiry, disclosed that a Gori mob led by the so-called BJP leader hit, attacked and thrashed the so-called Muslim, a minority by name Shaukat Ali, for allegedly selling the beef. And they also hit the so-called contractor of the weekly market also. Definitely, so their actions are proved. They have taken the law into their own hands, and of course, no doubt, if at all this man had sold the beef, they should have reported the matter to the local municipality. They should have reported the matter to the local police. Should have caught him red-handed. The police were there immediately. Had they produced him before the constables and asked them to take this Shaukat Ali to the police station, things would have been otherwise. But they are so dare enough that they attacked him, they bet him, they also bet the contractor, and they have created all the nuisance. And they are supported by, then no report was sent from the DGP or the Chief Secretary. Ultimately, they have concluded the inquiry and they have come to the conclusion that the violation of human rights, that is right to life and liberty of a minority person, has been committed. So therefore, they have concluded that gross violation of human rights has taken place in this regard. Therefore, as per section 18 of the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993, so they can do 3 things. Number 1, they can order the government to prosecute the people, that means to file the charge sheet against the people. They can ask police action, that means the police officers can deal with them departmentally, and also they can ask the government to pay compensation. So the last resort they have taken, of course, the NHRC ordered the state of Assam to pay compensation of rupees 1 lakh to the victim, and also the department, they should initiate a disciplinary action against the constables who stood as spectators on the spot, and when the people took the law into their hands, they did not take any action. Definitely, they are also liable for a violation, that for their failure to protect the human rights of the individuals present there. That is the duty. Maintenance of public law and order is that only. They fail to do the same. Therefore, they are also liable. Anyway, this is the recommendation according to section 18 given by the NHRC. Let us see how the government will react. Okay, this is a good case of NHRC. Thank you.